Every morning, I start my day in the gardens. What's my job at Baker Creek? I find the picture-perfect plants. And I pick them. I look for the best and most beautiful to harvest for the talented photographers at Baker Creek.
They are pretty.
The catalog is absolutely beautiful. And some people look at it and they're like, this is impossible. How do you guys grow this picture-perfect produce? It's Photoshop. You guys are heavily editing this, that, the other thing. And the reality is, we're not.
It's fuzzy. Okay, I feel a thing coming. That's really cool. And that shows the woolly really good.
Laura, she's the person behind the catalog. She is a gardener and a photographer, and she brings those things into every single frame she shoots.
Hello! Sometimes I like to have a little shine on the tomato, say a shine, but sometimes I don't.
She brings her whole self to the process.
Very simple.
That's what makes her work so exceptional. Everything people see in the catalog begins in the hands of the gardeners who grow them, who take such incredible care to grow the thousands of plants that we grow here every year.
Yes, I'm liking this one. All the petals are intact. Still quite fresh too. Yeah, really at its peak, so that's what we're looking for.
It does take a whole village. Growing it, babying it, taking care of it, until we get the perfect specimen. That's when Kendall plucks it, brings it to me, and I photograph it. Kendall knows what's coming up, what's happening on the farm.
You really have to know the particular variety and like how big does this get? So getting it at the right size, but also like, is it supposed to have green in it, or is it supposed to get red or purple, or is it going to get purple and then go past the purple into red? So there's really a spectrum of colors that each variety can go through, and you need to know what is the prime we're going for and what's too far. There's definitely a window. Getting the tags is super important. You need to know what we're shooting.
What Kendall brings me is exactly what you could grow at home.
This is Napa Chardonnay. I try to taste everything that I harvest, get to know the varieties more, and especially because customers ask a lot of what's my favorite tomato, and I have to know what the different ones taste like to be able to say. But Napa Chardonnay is definitely one of my favorites. So good. So good.
She's a gardener and a horticulturalist, so she knows what she's seeing. And beyond that, I think Kendall is seeing with more than her eyes. I think Kendall is seeing with her heart.
These are literally plants that we pick off the vine and bring it in and shoot it raw in its natural state.
I don't use filters or anything along those lines. I might adjust the contrast and a little bit, slightly on saturation, not much. I try to match them as closely as I humanly can in comparison with the plant in real life. You can't make a flower look any better than it already is. And why would you want to? It's perfect. So what I do is I bring out the characteristics of each particular flower. If it's a shape, I'm gonna look at it, I'm gonna study it. I've got a trained eye. You know, I didn't just fall off the turnip truck yesterday.
But we also want people to be inspired by these photos and be inspired to explore the possibilities that are contained in the seeds we sell.
So for this, I got the orange color by pureeing some new Carota carrots.
This looks so cool.
I know.
We've always published recipes.
Got some carrots.
It's just a privilege to pop into the shack and find a crate full of vegetables to play with. and explore their potential and give people ideas about what they can do with this magnificent produce that they're growing.
I like the spices. Oh man, you got me eating. I don't even like carrots, but this is really good. I used to go out and get a lot of stuff and crawl through the garden. I'm in AARP years, and you know, I need help sometimes.
Yeah, scooch on over here.
Kendall and I will just go do a walkthrough of all the gardens.
It looks camo.
When it's perfect, Kendall will bring it to me.
It's gonna get these big red tropical looking flowers on it
Yeah.
throughout the summer, so we have time on it.
We work for this. This is hard work.
So I want to include some of these at different stages, you know, like this one too, and you know what to do, Kendall.
This is like being in the greenhouse at 110 degrees, or being outside, because you know if you don't get that day, there's a hailstorm predicted for the next day, and it's going to tear it apart. You know, you have to know what the weather's going to be, and if you plan for everything to go wrong, then when it does, it's not fatal.
There it is. It's the cowboy toilet paper. In the old times, they'd come amongst the mullein plants and they'd use it as toilet paper. Unless you're allergic to it, that would be a bad idea.
So modeling's part of the job too.
Hand modeling.
I'm a hand
Yeah,
model.
she's a hand model.
Never saw that for my future, but here we are.
Those photographs that Laura takes really help us tell the story of who we are, right? That we love what we do and that we love our customers, and we want to share that with people. And photographs are a wonderful way to do that.
It's called a balloon flower because before they open, they look like little balloons. You know, when it fully opens, and you can see how that is like our logo, which is really cool.
Baker Creek would not be who we are without Laura. There's no question.